got to strike while the iron is hot, right? Well, things are heating up in the Tampa Bay real estate market, so why might now be the time for home buyers to make that move? What directions are home values and interest rates headed? Well, I am glad that Ian Anderson is joining us with Fisherman Mortgage to break it all down, cover some of these home buying trends. What do we need to know? Welcome to the show.
Well, absolutely.
How are you?
I am doing fantastic. First off, I just want to say thank you.
Yeah?
I never take moments like this lightly. And I made a promise to myself when I came on here that I'm going to present all this information, just the facts, with no bias, no agenda. So anybody that's watching this right now or listening to this, we're just getting the facts. There's no sales pitch involved in this at all.
I love it. I love that we're doing that because we get information from all sorts of places these days. So let's talk.
Let's talk.
Is now a good time for buyers to buy a home?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a great time for everyone to buy a home.
Oh, interesting.
So let me explain why. When you look at the way the market was a couple years ago,
yeah,
in 2020 to 2022,
crazy,
right after the pandemic, it was insane. I mean, the asking price was where people were starting. Everybody was offering over and above asking price. It was just mayhem. And a lot of people who were getting financing, they weren't even getting their offers accepted, right? It was very tough. Now it's the complete opposite, right? So buyers are able to negotiate for lower prices. They're able to negotiate to have the seller pay their closing costs and even have the seller pay to buy their interest rate down, which lowers their payment, which is good. But the caveat to all that is affordability is still a real issue, right? So, you know, for those home buyers in which purchasing a home is going to make their savings account dwindle, and for those people who purchasing a home and the monthly payment is going to cause stress to them financially and they won't be able to save money, I think it's better to rent right now.
Okay.
Quite frankly.
I love that. I love that we broke it down for both. And so many times we sit and we play the interest rate game.
Yes.
I'm guilty. You know, I'll be the first to say, you do. You're like, are they going to go lower? Are they going to stay the same? When are they going to go lower? What are your thoughts? What do you tell the people you're working with about the interest rates?
I think that interest rates this year are going to go a little bit lower. I don't think they're going to go as low as people think.
Okay.
Right? So I like to look at the data from a lot of other like big companies and economists and stuff like that. It seems to be a little split, maybe 75% on one way, 25% the other. People tend to think that, I would say 75% of the economists tend to think that rates, excuse me.
You're good.
That rates should probably
shows it's
stay.
A real conversation
exactly,
right now.
See? But most people think that rates are going to kind of stay where they're at right now.
Yeah.
And then maybe drop a little bit. I think we should end the year around 5.5 to 5.75%. And the reason I think that is, you know, when you take into account Kevin Warsh, the new Fed chairman,
yes,
and Scott Bessent, the new Treasury Secretary, has been very vocal about, you know, wanting to have housing interest rates get lower. I just find it hard to believe that rates would stay where they're at right now.
Too much talk around it.
A lot of talk around it, but I don't think, and not just me, a lot of other economists also think they're really not going to get that much lower, maybe 5.5%, best scenario.
Okay, well, we only have a little bit of time left. I want to get your maybe guidance, get that crystal ball out. Now, if you do the research, I can tell, you know, you're looking into what do you think's happening. What do you think's going to happen to home values, maybe next 1 to 3 years even? Yeah,
so I think that, you know, obviously home values last year and home values that, you know, so far in the past 2 years have been very stagnant. I think 2026 you're going to see kind of even keel, not a whole lot. But here's something very interesting is that there was actually a survey done by by National Association of Realtors. They surveyed a bunch of potential home buyers and 56% of them said if interest rates were around 5.5 to 5.75%, they would purchase a home. Right? So when all of those people, right, get into the market, it's going to flood the market and prices are going to start going up, right?
Okay.
So you get that. I think it's going to be a little bit of a slow year, 26, 27 and 28. I think you're going to see substantial growth.
Okay. I loved this conversation. Thanks for being so real with us. And if you want to talk with Ian, if he can help you, there's the information for Fisherman Mortgage Services right there on your screen.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.